What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Sanchez 405 coming at you. Y'all, it's on the Warpath, and I tell you what, I haven't been on here in a while, so it's good to be back. Um, Kind of wait for some folks to maybe come up in here, but where have I been at? Well, other things, life have gotten in the way, and then when you have a 1-9 team that you analyze, some stuff will fall to the wayside, and this is what has fallen to the wayside. Hopefully, we can get Amir to come on here in a little bit. But yeah, life has gotten in the way, y'all. Kind of like how the Redskins kept on getting in their way of the end zone up until today. Watched every game, watched them from top to bottom. The Kurt family member whooping, the Buffalo Bills whooping, um, and then this one day, yeah, I did see the video of Haskins yelling at the offensive line. Um, maybe he has a point right there because nobody's going to hold them accountable. The offensive line has looked atrocious all season. They've looked undisciplined, unprofessional. Needless to say that, you know, um, it's pretty. It's pretty telling. You look at Brandon Sheriff getting that penalty off of that holding call and then taking his helmet off was stupid. He should know that you couldn't do that. I mean, I knew that was a flag game. Then you have hot-headed Donald Penn, who I'm surprised hasn't got flagged yet. So that was, that wasn't a surprise to me. But you just shot yourself in the foot, and it's a microcosm of what's been going on there. Um, yeah, Juan, I agree with you. It is hard, but it's not the fact that they suck that I have been making videos. It's the fact that life really has gotten in the way, and not to really go into deep detail into it. A couple weeks ago, my grandma took a fall, and I took a weekend to go and see her. She's about 6.5 hours away from me, so that takes a weekend away. I don't have the 1,000 subscribers where I can do this stuff on the go yet. So hopefully, if we put out more content, we will eventually get to that 1,000 mark. But we've got a long way to go. We got about 510 to go. So 510 to go there. So, maybe we'll get there. And then we've had some deaths in the family, so that's been something, and work has gotten in the way. We've had a big project at work that has taken me away on a lot of evenings, so that's been that. But I always find time to sit down and get time to watch the games. It's just like the equipment that I have, it's kind of big and everything, so um I can't really set up in my living room anymore, so I have to do it right here at the desk. But yeah, I just really want to take a look here at some of the things here that went wrong in this game. And to be honest with you, I'm not even mad anymore. You can't even get mad. I looked at when I was watching the Buffalo game. I couldn't. I just could not find it in me to get mad anymore, because I sit there and thought, I'm like, is it really? It's really a point in getting mad. We know what this story is. We've got how many more games left to go? In 6 games in the season. Redskins might not win any of those games. Got Detroit coming in. You're at Green Bay coming up here pretty soon. Then you got the Giants at home. I think you got the Eagles at home too. Not in particular order. Who else do they have? No, they have Dallas at the end of the season. So it is what it is, and we'll see here. But taking a look at that game book, and if y'all want to just tell me what y'all think. What's up with y'all? So this game was over with when it started. You got to see Sam Darnold looked all world, 4 touchdowns, no interception, about 250 in the air. Um, and the defense, I mean, they couldn't stop the runs if they were toilet paper. This is how bad it's become. People talked about, well, why isn't Greg Minuski fired? The only reason why Greg Minuski is fired, anybody that's comparable on that staff to call defensive plays would only be Jim Tom Sula. So I don't know how they trust him with that. But other than that, you've got like new guys across the board on that defensive staff who probably nobody's really called. Ray Horton's called them, and Rob Ryan's called plays before, but they haven't called it here in Washington. They're in their first season. Probably will be in their last season as well because it's like I said before, this team, they need to be nuked. It's not even funny anymore. This team has to be blown up from top to bottom. They need to reevaluate. I don't think I don't think anybody needs to be a holdover from any staff. Um, it's like Jay Gruden had a lot of this defensive staff come in from the Mike Shanahan regime, and you've kind of had those sprinkles of people still there. So, and it didn't work. Hazlitt was gone, and the rest of that staff was gone. So they had to remold that, and who they get to do that? Joe Barry, which that was awful. We saw how that happened, and then you had Greg Minuski, who was a holdover and was an assistant linebackers coach at the time for the Redskins. He got promoted, which he's never led a top 10 defense. So is what it is. But the biggest thing of the day that I take is that, boy, Dwayne Haskins has an arm, y'all. That brother has an arm, and he just needs somebody to work with him on his mechanics. He just looked uncomfortable. While that line is terrible, and I'm not going to make any bones about it. He's not being put in the best situation to succeed, and then that would lead credence to what a lot of people were saying. Well, he's not ready, blah, blah, blah. But he's taking his lumps. So, we'll see what happens with him. He's got a couple of games. Maybe he can prove something against Detroit, Green Bay, one of these two teams that are left on the docket, or somewhere in the NFC East. God, who is that last team that we have to play? Carolina. That's right. They're at Carolina the weekend of Thanksgiving. So, yeah, so that's not too far away. That's before the Green Bay game. So it's Detroit, Carolina, Green Bay, Philly, and the Giants the weekend of Christmas, and then they wrap up at Dallas. So, I don't really see a path to victory for any of these games. I think they're going to have to surprise somebody. They're going to slip up because the offense is bad, very bad. The defense is worse. And it's just getting to the point where it's exhausting to even come up with things. I was on Twitter during the game, and I found out, I started tweeting things that had happened since the Redskins had last hit the end zone. So this will put this in perspective for you. And well, the Eagles lost, so that's good. Dallas could have lost for us, right? Let's see here. So you think about last time Redskins scored a touchdown. John Witherspoon from Friday was still alive. The Dolphins were winless. Teddy Bridgewater was the starting quarterback for the Saints, and I spelled that wrong. Myles Garrett hadn't assaulted anybody with a helmet, and the Nationals had yet to finish their fight. Chris Carter was still at FS1. And here's a good one because I go and get this a lot. Wendy's didn't have that delicious 2 for $5 meal deal. And then we didn't have Disney Plus in our lives. Also, Tua still had a good hip. And Bill Russell didn't have that ring from the Hall of Fame. But then the Redskins, I guess they heard me. or something. So they decided to get in the end zone, which that was a pretty cool moment. Geis and Haskins got their first career touchdown pass on that screenplay. So it was good to see those fellas. Good to see Geis out there. He looked healthy. Um, hopefully he's in the clear for now on. And let's hope that. Um, they really didn't run the ball that too often. I feel like the passing plays they just weren't succinct enough. They didn't give Haskins enough time to get in a rhythm, whether it's like quick slants or it's just awkward. They just gave him a lot of dink and duck passes, wheel routes. Right? Just give him something in the middle. Jamal Adams, the safety, led the whole game with sacks. He had 3 sacks. There is something wrong with the fact that you let a safety get in your backfield 3 times. 3 times. Don't throw a tight end. Don't throw Michael Burton in there. Hell, throw another running back in there if you got him. God, you got to think about this, especially on third down. And the Redskins, they still were awful on third down. I'm going to pull up this game book right here, and that's the money down, folks. Excuse me. Let's see here. 6 of 16 for 38%, 0 for 1 on fourth down. Defense finally put together a decent 5 of 12 for the Jets for 42%. Still got beat out on that category. And then, where is it? Where's the turnovers at? Cheese and crackers. Time possession, 27.41. And give me the turnovers. Whatever. Okay. I think it was like 2-2 or 2-1 or something like that. That interception that Haskins had, that was just a bad read. That's on him. Tim and Trey Quinn weren't succinct on that play. I just at this point, I want Kevin O'Connell to succeed, but he might succeed somewhere else. I don't think he has shown the play calling, whether it's Bill Callahan that's cuffing him, to bring this team, kind of push this team forward. And that's the damning thing of the whole situation. And then you have homeboys who are up there. It's kind of funny. We haven't heard anything from Bruce since they fired Jay. And, to this point, and I say this, and, I was one of the people who were kind of like, this is a move in the right direction. We knew this was going to come. Heck, you might as well just kept Jay. I mean, obviously, the only thing that they really want to do. Yes, we do. Yes, Jonathan, we do. We suck that bad. We do. We are awful. We're god awful, y'all. I mean, it's a travesty how bad this team is. They really need to have like a rated MA on every Redskin game, because we just take it up the butt every single week. It's a shame. We do. We take it up the butt every single week. It's sad. There's no continuity. The only thing there's continuity in is that we're a disaster. We are a bloody disaster. It makes no sense. And we could sit here and then I talk about we talk about Sean McVay, we talk about Matt LaFleur, we talk about Kyle Shanahan. We talk about these guys. They, whatever you think, they weren't going to be successful in Washington, because and I had a conversation with one of my family members about this. They're like, well, we'll be good in 2023. They'll get a coach in here to that'll take charge and do all this. I'm like, stop. Just stop right there, because that's not going to happen. If Bruce Allen is still in the front office, we can't get rid of the little short man. We can't get rid of little Rocket Man, Johnny Rocket Man. We can't get rid of him. But until Bruce Allen is still chummy with him, and they're buddies, this team won't be good. This team will be a joke. Because the Redskins do simple, they are the common core math of football. You ever see that common core where they show you how to get like 4 times 4 and you got to do all this and you got to put all the boxes in instead of just being like, oh, well, mark it out and do that and do this and you're done. That's what the Redskins are. They are the common core math of football. They can't do anything right. They are so they will do anything. It's like when it comes to doing something wrong, they're allergic to it. Or doing it the right way. The one thing that I thought that was kind of egregious, Monte Nicholson played today. I'm not saying the brother did anything. He's had a history of not making the best decisions. Maybe you should have took this opportunity to be like, hey, Monte, we're going to make you inactive until you get this stuff taken care of. That's all. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. You're not accusing him of anything. He's been a liability in coverage. I think Apke's played a little bit better than he has. But, that would make sense. But no, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. When it came time to go get Brother Foster, same thing. I'm rooting for the cat, but it was just the optics of it all. Now, I say the Redskins had to went out and got him in free agency after all this stuff had blown over. It'd been fine. It'd been fine. But they went out and got him like right after the 49ers cut him. That's what I'm talking about. That's the stuff that I'm talking about. I'm not mad that you went out and got him. I'm just mad at your timing. We just can't do the right thing. It's not hard. It's not hard. If you see a disabled vehicle on the side of the road, you're going to call 911. You're not going to call mom and dad and say, hey, I just saw this broke down vehicle on the road. It looks like somebody's trapped in there. Yeah, I just want to let you know. You going to call 911? I might. Oh, but they're really struggling in there. I might call them. What's for dinner? This is what the Redskins do. Every single time. So, going back to my point, we are trusting people who are incapable of doing the right thing. We are trusting them to do this. We're going to throw away 20 years of you effing up and doing all this. And we're going to be like, finally, you get together. That's like cousin Tanya, who's got a crack problem, who keeps on going in and out, and she's got kids that stay with grandma, and she keeps on telling the kids, I'm going to come back for you, baby. I'm going to get clean. Kids gone off to college. Oh, I'm coming back for you, baby. No, it is. No, you're not changing. Sorry. I always tell people this. I said, I can never get disappointed by anybody in my whole life. I can't. I just can't do it. Because my birth father wasn't there for me. So they're like the Redskins like my birth father. I can't get disappointed in them. They can't disappoint me any more than I've already prepared myself to be. Is that depressing? Yes, but whatever. You get the point, right? Let's see here. Yeah, I mean, it's just, and now you look at you look at this, and like what Jonathan was saying, you have fans saying sell the team. All 10 fans that were there to see the Jets kick ass on the Redskins. Sell the team. Jeff Bezos, come and save us. Come and save us. Please, Jeff, come and save us. Please, Jeff, come and save us. We love Amazon. We'll love you too. We love Amazon Field in the nation's capital or wherever. Just please, please come and save us. It's gotten to the point. It's coming to that point. And then I've seen this video now. Dwayne Haskins begs his offensive line for help, and they totally ignore him. They look at him like he's lost his damn mind. Your interim head coach is supposed to be your offensive line guru. They've gotten worse. I just found this article from Fansided. John Bueller. Redskins are a complete disgrace, and Bruce Allen needs to go yesterday. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't not going anywhere, John. In a city of champions. In a city of champions. The Washington Redskins are a hopeless and utter disgrace of a football team, and team president Bruce Allen needs to go yesterday. Yeah, absolutely. They are, like I said, and it goes back to doing the right thing. Doing the right thing. You got to do the right thing. You got to watch Spike Lee's movie. Do the right thing. What is the right thing? Letting a football mind come in here. What's the right thing? If you're the owner, sign the checks. I get it. Dan Snyder wants to win his way. Dan, it hasn't worked. It has not worked. And we can sit here until we're burgundy and gold in the freaking face. It ain't worked yet, Chief, and it's not going to work. You can't run the Redskins like you run Johnny Rockets. You can't do that. You can't run them like when you bought up Six Flags. You can't do that. You got to get the right people in here. That's why, you think about the Avengers. That's why they got the Black Widow. She's stealthy. Iron Man's a genius. Captain America, longevity. You got to. Yeah, you got to fire Bruce. You cannot. There is nothing that you can. He has no redeeming qualities. The only thing is, his dad was the head coach of the Redskins, who lost in a Super Bowl. And that's about it. That's all George Allen did. He lost to the eventual perfect champions in the Miami Dolphins. But there's nothing redeeming about him. How can you get up in the morning and you look yourself in the mirror and say, I've got a damn good culture. We've got a damn good culture. Everything's great. What? That's the definition of insanity. You keep on doing the same thing over and over again. It's insane. Everybody in that top echelon, they need to get their heads examined. And I mean, you look at this. The Washington Nationals at one point were the worst team in Washington, D.C. They have turned themselves into, they haven't had a losing season since 2011. And when they were like one game under 500 because they couldn't play that game against the Dodgers. So we're like 80 and 81. But since then, they've been over 500, and they finally won I'm gonna say Stanley Cup. They won a World Championship. The Washington Capitals, who were punchlines for years in this city, they got one good draft pick. They got Alexander Ovechkin. Turned the franchise around. Took them about 3 or 4 years to turn the whole ship around. Have only missed the playoffs once since 2007 and got a Stanley Cup championship for that. The Washington Mystics. Nobody knew who the Mystics were. They're winning championships. We've got one of the best players in women's basketball in WNBA. But this is really how you can wake up in the morning and say everything's good with your football team. The Washington Valor, who only won 2 games in 2018. Granted, it was 4 teams. But won 2 games. And won 2 in the playoffs. So 4 together. Won the AFL championship. Won the Arena Bowl. And your sorry ass is sitting here smiling like, yep, there's nothing wrong. That's crazy. You need to get your damn head checked. You really do. How did you think Geist did? Oh, well, Greg, I thought he did pretty well. I mean, he got his touchdown. He looked healthy. Put that first run in, he put that foot in the ground. Boom, push, power. Looked pretty good. He still runs angry. He didn't run gingerly. So yeah, I was impressed by Darius Geist. The Mystics are more relevant than Redskins. Yeah, you're right, sad Redskins fan. You are absolutely correct. They are more relevant. They are. And that's a shame. A team that was founded, you know, they came down here to DC. They've been DC's team since 1937, and they don't get it. They don't get it. The Redskins just don't get it, and they think it's okay. They're like, you know what? Our fans are going to keep on doing. That stadium looked pathetic. What were they? StubHub said they had seats for $15 near the field. I remember a time when the Redskins, and this is back in 2004, we paid nosebleed seats on a Sunday night for the Ravens in 2004. It was cold, and it was all the way. I don't even think those seats exist at FedEx Field anymore. They were like $60. This is 2004. 2004, y'all. You could probably get that same ticket if that seat even still exists for a fraction, multiple fractions of the cost. Yeah, we need to use guys for more. We do. You know. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, you know, Pete. I don't know. You know, they kind of went away from the run for the first time in a while, so you know, maybe that's because of that quick 13-0 hold they got in. But it is what it is. You know, we'll keep on pulling away at it. Did get a message from Amir. He said he got stuck, and he's going to be coming pretty soon. So hopefully we'll get him on here in a little bit. And then, you know, you look at the other teams, the Giants. They're probably on the rise in the NFCs. I think here another year Dallas is looking like they're going to run away with the division. The Eagles are kind of in that stagnant position, kind of like what Dallas was for a couple of years. Like it doesn't get easier. You're a terrible team and a hot mess of a division. And the NFC is tougher than ever now. And I mean, you look at a team who was dead in the water a couple weeks ago, the Atlanta Falcons. They've won 2 games in a row. Beat the brakes off. They've given up 12 points in the last 2 games to on the road in their division too against Carolina, who they had the Allen kid who looked all world. And then they beat Drew Brees in New Orleans. Come on, y'all. And the Redskins are still sitting there like. And I actually did. I had to go back and look at this. in talking about FedEx Field and how bad FedEx Field is, um, FedEx Field, the Redskins have not won a game at FedEx Field since October 21st of 2018. That's when they beat the Cowboys on the slimmest of doinking margins. And then tomorrow is the anniversary. It's the 1 year anniversary of the Alex Smith injury when he broke his leg against Houston. So that's where we are. We're 2-14 since then. It's the curse of Alex Smith, y'all. It really is. It's the curse of Alex Smith and his leg. Man, it's awful, y'all. It's awful. But this is what we've amounted to. Buffalo, like we played Buffalo a couple weeks ago. We could be a Buffalo team. We got too much talent on this team, especially up front at defense line. You're wasting good time with John Allen and Deron Payne. I'm starting to think now you probably should have got what you could have out of Kerrigan. You definitely should have got in this Trent Williams stuff. This is a joke. This is a joke. This Trent Williams stuff. This is the biggest bunch of buffoonery I've ever seen. Your doctor, this is how incompetent Washington is. Your damn doctors are so stupid. They couldn't even find out. They couldn't be like, oh, Trent, you might want to go get that checked out. Well, let's go get that growth checked out. Hell, I could go down to the free clinic and they probably would tell me that. You might want to get this checked out. And then they just turn into a damn circus. Like I said, going back to what did I say? Do the right thing. You can't manage that right. Okay, you don't want to be here? No, we're going to be petty. You're going to sit here and suffer. You're going to sit here and suffer. We're going to try to make you look like a fool. We know everybody else knows we're fools, but we're going to make you look like a fool. Incompetent. It's just stupid. Just the unmitigated gall that these people have, that these clowns have real quick. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'll be right back. All right, y'all. Back here. Got a message from Amir. He said he can talk now. Let's see here. Sad Redskins fan. I love this franchise, and it pisses me off to see Dan and Bruce run this franchise into the ground every year. No, dude, come on now, talk. Talk to me now. You're absolute. Ain't like this is everybody. We all feel this. We feel this. It's ridiculous that these cats continually do this over and over and over again. It's like the Energizer Bunny keeps going and going and going. You need to put those two dope heads on the freaking pink bunny, and they just keep on the same thing. Just this. It's stupid. Like, if anybody in our normal life, if we do this, we're either getting committed or we're getting fired. You can't be that bad at your job and think it's okay. Anybody that thinks the Redskins have a shot this year? Anybody think they have a shot this year needs to get your head examined. I think we might got somebody on here too. Hey, boy, can you hear me? I'm here.
Good sir.
Hi.
Yep,
Hey, we can hear you now.
I'm here, good sir. Can you hear
Yeah.
me? Good.
Yeah. Good to hear. Good. Well, kind of see you now.
I turned
Man.
it off. Driving. I'll turn it back on when I get stopped here.
Don't worry. If y'all can't hear him, let me know. We can get this brother turned up a little bit.
All right.
Yep. Yep. So, Amir, I've been sitting here talking. So, you're kind of texting back and forth with me. Just talk about your thoughts on this lost season.
Well, I remember us talking back during the summer, thinking this could be a 9, 9, 7, 10, 6 team, or it could be a 2-14 team, and just seeing where we are now at 1-9, holding firmly on the second overall pick. So I don't believe the Bengals won today.
Uh-uh.
So we have a firm hold on the second overall draft pick right now. Bengals are probably going to go after Joe Burrow. I liked what I saw from Haskins today, though. He
Oh,
grew
yeah.
as the game went on. Saying that, I'm cool if we don't take a QB with the second overall pick, because I would like to see Haskins develop further.
Mm-hmm.
I like that we got to see some action from Geist today. I think that was cool. Both Geist and Haskins had their first NFL touchdowns together.
The unity score.
It was the Unity.
Oh, God. Oh,
And,
God.
I thought it was a great display of, what's the word I'm looking for? Of learning.
Yeah.
Of learning. This team's
Yeah,
not going to blow anybody out of the water.
No. They probably won't beat anybody down the stretch.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
And like you said, we've both said in the past, don't tank. But at this point,
Yeah, it's to the point.
You're probably not. You're not gonna beat anybody.
No, I don't see anybody left on that schedule they can beat.
I really don't. Either. Do you happen to have the schedule in front of you?
Yeah, they're Detroit next week. You haven't beat Detroit since 2008. You got you're at Carolina, place you haven't won at since, my God, 99. You're at Green Bay, a place you haven't won at. I don't even think I was born the last time Redskins won at Lambeau Field.
Yeah.
And then you got Philadelphia at home. Last home game was against the Giants, and then you're at Dallas to wrap it up for the season. So I mean, maybe you can surprise Detroit, who they've got Jeff Driscoll. Maybe you might have a good game against the Giants, but I mean, the way this team played today and make the Jets look all world, I can't see it.
Yeah,
I cannot.
I mean, they almost lost to the Dolphins.
Yeah, that's true. You think about it, we're 1 point away. We're a 2-point conversion from being winless.
Yeah, and the reason we lost, they would have scored that 2-point conversion had the receiver actually caught the ball.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, this defense, and you talk about that, and it goes back to that defense, and the defenses look just awful. Like it's like they don't blitz. Mm-hmm. I think about last time out against Buffalo, and it was like a 3rd and 13. The Redskins were still kind of in the game, and it was like a 3rd and 20 something. Josh Norman pulls up, and Allen finds the receiver up past him and got the first down. Like, it's stupid. It's just stupid stuff like that. That he can't like. Josh Norman needs to go. You've said this. I never really liked the signing when they went out and got him. And I'll keep on saying that. I mean, I've bounced around and said I've been wrong about him in some spot. But other than that, and people say, well, he's his own corner. He doesn't really play man to man. If he's elite and at that money, he better learn how to play freaking man to man coverage. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, 1,000%. And not only that, but an elite corner like that is supposed to be game changing.
Yeah. He's not elite though.
A couple of picks in the first quarter of a couple of games does not equate to game changing.
No, but you that word that you use, he's not elite. Don't call him elite. His contract is elite. Don't call him elite.
I'm not calling him elite. I'm just saying an elite corner. I'm not.
Okay, I got you. I had this. I thought I'd come through there and jack you up.
What he's being paid as, that's what he should be able to do.
Right.
But he doesn't.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. What he's drawing a check from? Yes, absolutely. What he's drawing a check from, he should be able to cover any damn body. Right? Come on now, talk to me.
Dunbar's had bigger moments.
Did Dunbar even play today?
I think is he on IR?
No, yeah, no, you're right. No, he's not on IR. I don't think he played today.
But I think he was inactive.
Unless they didn't throw to him. And then okay. And then you talk about this and got some questions here. We can also fire Mineski. Yeah, we're gonna need to fire him.
Well, they're gonna be fired.
Nothing will change
staff next year.
Yeah, everybody gonna get fired. Everybody gonna get pinks. All God's children getting the pink slip.
Kevin O'Connell was supposed to be the next Sean McVay, and he's proven anything but. You can't call a game.
Yeah. I mean, it. Well, and I kind of, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm not saying I want him to be the next head coach, which he's proven he can't do that yet. He's not ready for that position. But, if you know Bill Callahan, I feel like we've seen a lot of Bill Callahan in the play calling.
Oh yeah,
run it.
Running 50
leaky faucet, it's yeah. So
and I feel bad for him.
Maybe he'll be the.
He signed a. Adrian Peterson should have retired in the offseason.
Mm-hmm.
Because it just shows that he's not the same back. Last year was just his last, hurrah. Got another 1,000-yard season underneath my belt.
Yeah.
Now he's slowly climbing the ranks of just, whatever records he has left to.
I mean, he's like Emmitt Smith in the twilight of his career when he went to Arizona. I mean, that's what he was there just to.
Oh, we don't talk about that.
Nah, I mean, just saying. That's all. He's just there to pad stats.
Oh, absolutely.
So what? And they were talking about. I don't know if you've seen it. There was a video of Dwayne Haskins yelling at the offensive line, and he said, "What do I have to do to help you?" And the O-line just looked at him like he lost his mind. That's very telling.
Oh, that's extremely telling.
That's two things. That I can infer two things with that. The offensive line is incompetent, which we know that, or Dwayne Haskins doesn't have the moxie or the leadership to lead a football team right now in this moment. That's what I can. There's two things I can infer. I'm not saying that's what it is. Please don't. I know how people get. Please don't think I'm saying he is incapable of leading an NFL team. I did not say that. I'm just saying that's something you can infer from that. They look. And I go back to what I was talking about earlier. Donald Penn looked like a damn fool out there today. You put your I see high school. I see high school teams. I call high school football every week. Mm-hmm. I see high school teams with more discipline than the Washington Redskins.
That's ridiculous.
Millionaires out there. It is. It's piss poor, man. It's piss poor that I can go out here. I'm hearing rumors that FedEx will not sponsor the stadium next year. Any truth? I don't know. I haven't seen anything about that.
Neither have I. Not seen or heard anything about that. The
I mean, and we're in bizarre world if your best offensive lineman is Eric Flowers.
yeah,
You,
yeah. I mean, we've been wanting a left guard for years.
say it again. I kind of lost you there.
We've been wanting a left guard for years, and we finally got one.
Yep. But everybody else went brain neutral. Trent Williams won't show up. Morgan Moses.
Morgan Moses is, he coughs and gets a false start.
Yep. Brandon Sheriff.
Brandon Sheriff looks like he's regressed a little bit this year. Or is it
He
just
has.
me?
He has. No, he has looked like he's regressed a little bit. Roulier.
I don't know why they wouldn't try, just mixing some stuff around. And I know his arms aren't as long as the regular tackles, but Brandon Sheriff played left tackle at college. That's why he was drafted was supposed to be drafted so high, was to play tackle. But
they moved him to guard.
But they put him in the guard. I don't know why they just don't say, what? F it. We have nothing left to lose at this point. Brandon, you're starting to tackle today.
Yeah, I mean, you're at the point now where you're just throwing stuff at the wall to see if it'll stick. Yeah, I mean, nothing that you do this year matters.
No, it really is. At this point, you need to put
you got a month
IR. You need to put Chris Thompson on IR. You need to you need to promote as many practice players as you have to see what you have right now.
Yep.
So you can get those future contracts going.
Yep. Oh no, you're absolutely right. Yeah, I mean,
that last game in Dallas ends when the second that clock hits 0, midnight happens. You sign those players.
That's it.
Contracts you need to.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, I mean, that's what, and we're waiting for that to roll on down.
Yeah.
I can't wait for this season to be over. Yep, everybody's just waiting for the draft now. So.
As much value for Trent Williams as you should during training camp.
Now you won't get any value for him. Yep.
Well, they're not going to get a first-round pick from him anymore. That's for damn sure.
No, I knew that. I knew that.
They could have gotten a first-round pick from this year, but they decided not to deal him when they could have. Yeah,
that speaks to the bitterness and the pettiness of what the Washington Redskins are.
Yeah.
They didn't care. They didn't want to make this team better. They wanted to send a message. They wanted to tell it, you know what, you dirty, rotten bastard, you're going to stay here and you're going to rot until we're not letting you go anywhere. And you're still on the hook for your contract. So, kudos to Trent. I mean, I can't be mad at the guy if all this stuff is true about the doctors being incompetent. No. More power to him. More power to him. You know what? He did the right thing. He just shut his mouth. He didn't say anything about this team. Didn't send anything cryptic out until he was done for the season. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, it is what it is. But, this team has no leadership off the field or on the field. They don't have any leadership. You can't point to one guy in that locker room who I'd say, that's my leader. I mean, I thought it was John Allen, but his play, it seems like John Allen and Deron Payne, they've kind of regressed a little bit.
I think the defense is doing so terrible just because they didn't want Minuski there in the first place. And it's just all.
No, he's a lame duck. I mean, they actively recruited other defensive coordinators while he was still on the staff.
Yeah.
Like, they actively did it. Like, this was not a secret. Why would, and the people are like, well, why didn't he do better or anything like that? Why would you? Why would you? That's why his defense come out there. They're pretty much basic, nonchalant, lazy, lackadaisical. Put the man out of his misery, fire him. I know he's a Redskin who won a Super Bowl back in the day, but
who cares?
If he can't do it, he can't do it. That's what I'm saying.
Who cares if he won that?
I don't.
It's like
Yeah, I don't.
Santana Moss should be the fucking wide receivers coach. Just because he was one of the
Yeah.
better wide receivers in the Dan Snyder era does not mean
Yeah.
that he's going to be a good wide receivers coach.
Yeah. Oh, I know. No, yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
people,
I mean,
how many times have you gone like on Bleacher Report or on any other kind of like Redskins, like Rigo's Rag or something, and look on the comments from the posters, or
oh, it's ignorant.
anybody reading it, and one, you want to have a seizure from reading them. Two,
You must be on Redskins for life on Facebook.
oh yeah, that too. But you see people like, oh yeah, no, Clinton Porter should manage the team. Blah blah
Shit.
blah. It's like, oh, you mean so he could embezzle all the money and get out of his debt and then leave
Hey
everything?
man, he got that Henny. He want the Henny. That's all he
wants is that Henny.
That's all he just want Henny and Jim Zorn to leave him alone. That's about it.
Yeah. I mean, this ownership and this management just cannot make a right decision to save
No, sir.
lives.
No, they can't.
You will literally, they could be in a Saw movie, and Jigsaw doll dude can be like, look in front of you, Dan Snyder. One can says poison. That is the poison can. It says Coca-Cola. That's just regular Coca-Cola. Which can will you drink to save your life? And Dan Snyder will drink the damn poison.
It's like, I don't think there's poison in there. When it's like clearly poison.
It's glowing like a neon stick at a stripper raid.
Yeah, it's going like that nuclear waste on The Simpsons, pretty much. That's what you. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. And he's like, no, it's
like it's just stupid, and it's what I go back to the point of saying the Redskins can't do the right thing. They don't know how to do the right thing.
No, they don't.
They have no wherewithal, no mental resolve to be like, this is the right thing to do. No, we're gonna let this linger on. Like it's stupid. I mean, any business that does that, they just fall. They will fall and they will sink to the ground. I mean, you look at what's going on in Cleveland. Cleveland's 4-6, but they're still terrible. They're about to fire Freddie Kitchens.
They are.
Probably will fire.
Greg Williams had that team almost in the playoffs last year.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
And
they wanted to go with the yes man for Baker Mayfield. Kind of with the Redskins, they were talking. They were talking about Art Briles.
Time after for a head coaching job.
Oh, he's blackballed.
There's nothing. He's the whole Bountygate, but
yeah.
Well, because of Bountygate, yeah, but
so I think he's blackballed from Bountygate. But Sean Payton can prance around and be like, "Hey, I didn't know anything happened there," but. It really is what it is, and it's a shame. I don't know if you've been on Twitter lately, but if you go to my Twitter, which is my name right here, I have started a list of things that have happened since the Redskins last won a home game. Most interesting one that I've realized: Jeffrey Epstein was still alive the last time Redskins won a playoff game. Hell, Jesus might have still been alive too. No, I'm kidding.
Possibly.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it. Chick-fil-A had the better chicken sandwich the last time the Redskins won a home game.
Yeah.
I mean, it just. I mean, we sit here and we just go. It's like people say, they were asking, why haven't we done any videos lately? I'm like, when your team is one and whatever, and life is getting in your way, life is going to take over the whole time, man. It's like there's nothing you can do about that. But no, it's always fun to get back and to do this. It's always fun to get back and to do this.
It is.
Yeah.
And so
go ahead.
What? I want to bring up. What do you think about some coaching candidates?
Go ahead now. Let's talk about coaching candidates. I'd love to hear them.
Okay. I was watching the Patriots and Eagles game today,
Josh
and
McDaniels,
no,
Steve
Jim,
Belichick,
no,
Jim Schwartz.
Jim Schwartz.
Oh no, God, he was on the short list back in '08.
He
I
took the
think.
Lions to the playoffs twice, I believe.
Yeah, they ain't win nothing.
No, we still took them to the playoffs.
They didn't win nothing. They didn't win nothing. I want to win, man.
Well, I want to win too,
I
but
don't want to go to no. I don't. We've been to just the playoffs.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
sort of. No, Josh McDaniels is never leaving New England. He's supposed
no,
to be the he's supposed to be the heir apparent. He had the Colts job. He said yes to the Colts job, and right when he was about to sign that contract, he's all,
nah, fam.
nah, fam. Exactly,
Nah.
exactly.
Like that lady in the meme. She's like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. There you go.
Jim Schwartz thing about Mike Tomlin's not going to lose his job.
No. Mike Tomlin's not gonna lose his job.
As much as I would, I agree with you. I would like Mike Tomlin in there. But
Speaking of Mike Tomlin, I just to interrupt you there. Hot take on this. You know whose fault that? You know, Mike Tomlin is the reason Myles Garrett is not playing anymore this season.
Why?
Okay, so let's take a look at this.
I thought it was because Mason Rudolph dropped the N bomb.
No. Listen to me. 8 seconds left in the ball game.
Uh-huh.
You're down by 2 scores. So obviously you're not going to win the game, right?
Right.
Right or wrong? Okay. So why throw the ball? Why even put yourself in that situation? Just kneel the ball, go to the house.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're going to do this. It's a microcosm. It's a snowball effect. So,
Okay.
you know, it's like one of your crackpot theories. But if you think about it, though. If you really think about it, just look at it really hard. Why send them out there to do that? Just run the ball. Yep. See you later.
Did Mike Tomlin also tell Mason Rudolph to drop a hard ER on Myles Garrett?
Right, yeah, like kick him in the family jewels, yeah. Yeah.
I swear that's what happened. I put money on that.
Well, you never know. Okay, but back to other coaching candidates.
So, if Dwayne Haskins keeps growing as the season goes, where you see he's getting more comfortable and everything, and you saw that with the Buffalo game. You saw that he was starting to get more comfortable as the game went on. Today, you saw him getting more comfortable as the game went on. He actually scored 2 touchdown passes, which, the Redskins almost went 4 full games for 16 quarters, just about, without a touchdown scored.
Mm-hmm.
And we scored twice. What about Urban Meyer?
No.
No?
No. Because I think that just sets a precedence for favoritism. I think, like, I don't know. Like, it's kind of a situation of RG3 and Art Briles when they talk about when Shanahan got fired. And I'm like, well, they might think about bringing Art Briles in. So I'm like, what kind of message that send to your locker room? And then if they get deep doo-doo, he's probably going to have another heart episode or whatever it is. So no, I'm not sold on him.
What do you think? Who would you have a couple people?
You know what? I really don't know. The biggest question is not who the Redskins are going to choose. Who wants to come to Washington?
The thing is, like, as much as, I kind of agree with that standpoint, but there's still only 32 head coaching NFL jobs.
Oh, yeah, I know. Rex Ryan
might win another shot. He said he would take that. He said he would take the job.
Yeah, Rex Ryan. I'm not saying I want him, but I mean Rex Ryan.
No, the only problem with Rex Ryan taking the job is that he would put Rob Ryan as the defensive coordinator, and Rob Ryan has proven over and over again he is not a good defensive coordinator.
Yeah, I mean, but Rex would really call the plays and stuff. So yeah, I mean that's not
like he did in Buffalo.
Well, so. But yeah, I mean, I don't really know.
Rex Ryan also does have that good attitude, though. He does have that no nonsense, like, he's a little shut the F up and get to work.
There you go. That's what the Redskins need. So
that is what the Redskins need. They've been baby for past 6 years.
Yeah, the Redskins need to stop looking like a liberal summer camp and actually become a bunch of men. So sorry, that was a low blow, but anyway, no, I mean, I don't know who they. I'm hearing Eric Bieniemy from the Chiefs.
Not the offensive coordinator.
Yes, offense coordinator. The Mahomes whisperer.
Well, how much is he the Mahomes whisperer versus Andy Reid as the Mahomes? Because Andy Reid has never had a bad quarterback.
No,
he's never had like Mahomes is probably the best quarterback he's had.
He's had Alex Smith, McNabb for them years.
McNabb, Vic. He revived Vic's career.
Yeah, he sure did. You're absolutely right.
He did have
Kevin. Yeah, he did draft Foles. You're right. You're absolutely right. He drafted Shady and Deshaun Jackson. So, I mean, maybe that could bleed off. Matt Nagy showing that he, I don't know if he's the head coach that he thought he was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
He was the one who called that playoff game where but Tennessee came back in the game and won.
Oh yeah,
they had no business winning. So and he's showing that he can't make what's due with Trubisky.
No, he can't. And the only reason they won that division last year is because it was just like when Redskins won in 2015. It was just a bad year for that division. Aaron Rodgers was hurt like most of the year, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. I think so. Yeah. We got some comments. Gus is like, please, next offense, don't start that bullshit quarterback competition. Name Haskins the starter. If you want to keep Alex Smith, let him back up Haskins and be a coach on the field for the young men. I agree 110% with that. I think that's genius. Get Colt McCoy the hell out of here. Get Case Keenum out of here. That garbage just needs to go.
Colt McCoy's gonna go back up Derek Carr in Brooklyn.
Probably. So he's just all like Colt McCoy. People like these crackheads who thought Colt McCoy could do anything. I'm like, y'all got to be kidding me.
I said he was serviceable. I didn't say he was Tom Brady.
Serviceable. Yeah, you with one of them crackheads. That's exactly what
I said serviceable. I didn't say he was
my ass. Serviceable. Hell, Chase Daniels is serviceable. Like, Gardner Minshew is serviceable. Kyle Allen is serviceable.
Don't you disrespect Uncle Rico.
Don't piss on Gardner Minshew.
You put some respect on Uncle Rico's stash.
Yeah, please.
He can throw that football.
He went 1, 2. He scored 2 touchdowns in relief against the Chiefs. I'm sorry, you get spotted 3 touchdowns against Kansas City. Don't come at me with that, man. Come on now. You can do better than that. We raised you better than that. No, where was I though? What was I talking about? I forgot what I was talking about. But going back to no bullshit quarterback competition. I agree with that 110%. Don't do this. Like, what have I been saying all night? The Redskins don't know how to do the right thing. They really don't.
They don't.
They will find a way to F this up. They will find a way to F this up.
They're going to keep Bruce Allen. Bruce Allen's not going anywhere.
Yeah, no, he's not. He's not. We're just, this is an empty hashtag. This really is. Like, he's not going to hell anywhere, y'all. Like, he really.
No, he has to have, like, some kind of, like, magical voodoo, something on Dan Snyder, where the fact Dan Snyder cannot fire this man.
Yeah, 2 things. This is 2 things I will always say I will celebrate. Like, I will get pissed drunk and everything and celebrate out in the streets. I might get arrested for it.
Bruce Allen's death and Dan Snyder's death?
No. Bruce Allen getting fired and Jerry Jones's death. Those are the only 2 things that I will ever celebrate. I said, God forgive me for saying that. But I'm serious. Like, I think they're scum. I think, hell, I don't know. Like, Dan Snyder, I'm not trying to defend the dude. But I think he's soft in the head. Like, he's probably he's like that piano genius from Shine. He's like radio. He's like a businessman radio or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
he's like the Rain Man of NFL owners.
Yeah, he's like he's I think he's a brilliant businessman, but he's soft in the head.
Yeah.
And he's easily persuaded.
A brilliant businessman.
Yeah, the brother knows money.
The youngest NFL owner in NFL history.
Yeah, he still is the youngest NFL owner too.
Yeah. I mean, maybe Jeff Bezos will buy the team. I don't know.
Don't hold your breath.
I'm not.
Don't hold your breath. So maybe they might give him part ownership of him. But, like the only thing that's going to get Dan Snyder to sell the team is if he's got some kind of scandal or something that goes on. Kind of like what Jerry Richardson had down there. Like down there with the Panthers.
Huh? No, Jerry Richardson. The
Jerry Richardson, yeah.
I was thinking of the mayor of DC guy.
No, you're thinking of Marion Barry.
Yeah, I'm thinking Barry.
Yeah, the bitch set him up, but
exactly.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna have any coke lines or anything, or like biting prostitutes like Marv Albert. But no, he did. Marv Albert, look it up. Marv Albert bit a prostitute.
I believe it.
Got in trouble for that. Old Kenny's daddy got in trouble for that back in like the 90s or something. When I think he was calling games for the Bullets.
Bullet fever.
We'll get Chase Allen in the draft. Well, I think
that would be a good idea.
I like Jerry Jeudy.
We do need receiver help.
We need the point is we need, like, you can't go see that. And that's the thing, you can't go wrong with either one because you need a pass rusher, you need a receiver. Like you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong with that. And
the only way you go wrong with it is if the following scenario plays out.
Go ahead.
One, Dwayne Haskins shows potential, like he has been, and shows that he can grow and learn. Because again, look, Peyton Manning, 3-13 his rookie year. So it's possible. He can grow, he can learn. They have the technology, and they decide, you know what? We're just gonna draft a quarterback at number 2.
It's ignorant.
And they draft Tua with his plastic hips. So
too soon.
Too soon. So that's the way they screw up that draft pick. They can probably trade Trent for a 4th at this point.
5th, 6th, 7th in 2021. Just get rid of just
release him. Just release him.
Either cut him or just trade him for whatever pops up. Just trade him. Just get it over with.
Trade him. Thank God this is 16, 17, 18, 19. Damn, we still have another year on Norman's contract. But I think you can get out of it.
Cut the loss on that. I cut that. Just get him over with. Get them gone, as they say. Get them gone.
Yep. They need to, Montez Sweat has not lived up to his first round potential at all.
No.
Ryan Kerrigan has looked like
old.
80-year-old Ryan Kerrigan this year.
Old. He looked old, yeah. See, and I don't really. I'm gonna give Montez Sweat a mulligan year.
Same age. Yeah, Montez Sweat and Dwayne Haskins get a mulligan year. Yeah, 1,000%.
Right. They get a mulligan year for the ineptitude of this coaching staff and this mess of the front office. Like, they get a mulligan.
Mm-hmm.
Montez Sweat.
Dwayne Haskins doesn't have his best offensive lineman.
No, he doesn't. And he never will. But
no, he won't. So speaking of that, though. Would you go Chase Young, Jerry Jeudy, or Andrew Thomas?
I'm going to do something from your book. If we can make it happen, trade down, get picks.
Okay.
I do. I think
maybe hold the Dolphins hostage. Say, hey, we're going to take him unless you make us a deal.
Yeah, you could do that, but the Dolphins, because the Dolphins have picks, so I think that would be good because you're going to need, it's going to be a combination of what you get in free agency. Maybe you can make a trade to get a tackle or something.
Yeah.
you're going to need a tight end. You're going to need a wide receiver. Those are obvious. You're going to need another pass rusher. So there's so many needs, so many glaring holes that I don't know you can attract with free agency. And hopefully, you can get Alex Smith to restructure his contract. And that way that's going to free you up, because Redskins were handicapped. They haven't been this handicapped since 2011 as far as like salary cap goes.
Yeah, salary cap wise. Yeah, no.
And you got fair.
And the thing is, like, when they signed Alex Smith to that extension, it wasn't a bad deal. The deal wasn't a bad deal.
Right. But they thought he was going to be playing.
They thought he was going to be playing. And they probably thought they weren't going to draft a quarterback until this next year.
Right.
Until 2020. To learn and replace him.
Trevor Lawrence 2021, baby.
Trevor Lawrence. Yeah.
I mean, if they can do it, if the Cardinals can do it with Josh Allen, who has looked like a joke.
You mean Josh Rosen?
Yeah, Josh Rosen. What did I say? Josh Allen?
Mm-hmm.
My bad.
You said Josh Allen.
My bad, dog. My bad.
That's all good. Josh Rosen.
Man, Josh Money Rosen. So you look at this in like who's tied up in the cap. Josh Norman. He got what does he have the highest cap?
Are you on over the cap?
Yeah.
I think Alex is the highest cap hit.
Let's see here. Where's he at? Yep, 20 million is his cap number. So you got 20 million with Alex Smith, 9 million with Jordan Reed. He ain't played yet.
Jordan Reed needs to go too.
Yeah. And you got dead money. I'm looking at this. This is the dead money you got here. You got $3 million tied up in Zach Brown, Josh Doxson. It's got $2.5 million in there. Stacey McGee, DJ Swearinger, and then you got Scandrick, Foster, who really kind of make up that top half right there in the dead money category. So is what it is. Morgan Moses is a $10 million hit. With his cap number, let's see. Yeah. No, he's not. Sorry. Ryan Kerrigan, $8 million for Josh Norman. You got to get rid of these guys. Just gone and
start over.
If
you're gonna rebuild right. Rebuild around Haskins.
Yep. We're close. We are close.
It's a damn good culture.
It is. It's damn good culture. Damn great culture, and we're close. We feel like we're doing the things that will make us great. I mean, how can you look in somebody's face and say it's like you're doing we are doing a great job here, and the one thing I say, and I never talked to you about the press conference, he never once took any fault of his. It was collaborative speech. We, not I. Now, in situations like that, it's okay to take the blame once in a while and say, hey, I've got to get better. I got to do this.
Jay Gruden did all the time. As much of his faults were, he took the responsibility when he needed to take the responsibility.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I hear this all the time. It's like, I've learned this because I've seen a lot of coaches recently that just they thought, well, we got to get this better. Our guys we got to get better at doing this. We got to get better at finding the right guy. What you going to do as a head coach? What are you going to do? It's the reason why Bill Callahan hasn't been a head coach. It's the reason why he's not in college anymore. It's the reason why he couldn't get a job to be a head coach anymore. It's obvious. He doesn't have it. It's obvious. And he looks he just gets up there and he's just he shows no emotion.
No
frustration.
I do like his politeness, though. He calls every reporter by their name.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, I mean, that's great. Yeah, I mean, you can be an ass and still call him that, But I don't know. It's just It's the Redskins, man. What can I say?
It is the Redskins.
And Gus is saying, regardless of what anybody says about Haskins, if you put the right pieces around him and shore up the offensive line with his strong arm and elusiveness, he'll be special. No, I agree with you. No, I do.
I do too.
I think
I'm not ready to give up on Haskins yet.
no, I'm not. I like. Do I wish he would do some things a little bit better, like kind of chill on that social media? Yeah, absolutely. Like I think nowadays that's the bugaboo is social media. It's for social media is the bugaboo for everybody. But spend a week with Tom Brady or something.
Do you check your Facebook? I mean,
yeah, we're going. I mean, it's just saying the right things on there. That's all. And honestly, this loss right here, nothing makes me more infuriated is the fact that they had 2 weeks to prepare for this team and look like they did nothing for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
they did absolutely nothing. Like there was no preparation. They looked lost. They looked like a befuddled mess. And nothing. I mean nothing.
And when was the last time they won? When was the last time they won a game coming out of the bye? When they played San Francisco in 2017?
Probably. Yeah, probably.
I'm gonna say that's the last time they won coming out of the bye. No, because when they came out of the bye in 2016, they won. They beat Minnesota.
Was that off the bye? Yeah, because that was after that Cincinnati game. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let me see. 2018.
When did they have the bye in 2018?
I think
it was before Alex broke his leg.
Yeah. Might have been right before then. Let's see here.
Yeah, they had a week 3 bye last year, didn't they?
No, they wasn't that early. Yeah, they did. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you're right. Yeah, they came off the bye and got blitzed by New Orleans.
That's right.
They got destroyed. They got freaking embarrassed.
It wasn't even fair.
Yeah.
No, but of course, no one's going to beat Drew Brees when he has a record to break that night.
Right, but still, I mean, they didn't even come out to play. Yeah, San Francisco, and they barely won that game against San Francisco.
Oh, yeah, that was the was it the CJ Beathard game, right?
Yep, yeah. Mm-hmm. Because he came out and replaced what's his name, Brian Hoyer, didn't he?
It was Hoyer. Yeah.
Yep. Because Hoyer was just awful. And then they did beat the Vikings. They did beat the Vikings in week 10 after the bye too. So when they had Kirk family member, and
that's right, Kirk family. I want a shirt that says Kirk family member. Honestly,
yeah. I mean, I think everybody missed Kirk family member now. Like we were talking. I mean, I think we even got to eat some crow on that.
Oh,
yeah, we got to eat a whole bunch of crow. Like, I mean, people were like,
we got to eat some crow like we're in the Game of Thrones book. I mean, come on.
Yeah, he's just like. People just like we were like, hey, he gotta go. Like and to be fair,
we didn't say we didn't say he had to go. We wanted him there.
We did want him there.
We were done. We were tired of the drama.
We were done after the fact that it was like, okay, move on. That's it. It's nothing more here for him. Okay, that's fine. But the fact that people were like, he's not doing blah 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 blah. He's not doing that. He's not doing that. Well, you know what? He did win some games, whether it was against terrible teams or not. He was still winning a game. And look at what he's doing now. You give him a tight end, you give him wide receiver, you get healthy, you give him turf. He plays indoors. You give him a halfway functional defense. The brother's going to ball out. And good for him. Good for him.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't play his best game against us, but
no, but he still won.
No. Yep, still won though.
What's the most important stat? They said.
Yeah. And give him a run. No, most important thing, give him a running back.
Yeah.
Give him a running back. He had a running back. I mean, what's the best friend of play action?
Running back.
Running game, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Something he never really had in Washington. So not
since Alfred Morris didn't, put 1,000 miles on his legs.
Yeah, and Big Al Morris. He had like 500 yards that year that they
in 2015.
back in 15. Yeah,
I
he
think he
didn't
got
have about
750.
something like it. It was a low number.
It was a low number for him because
Yeah.
he had 3 straight 1,000-yard years.
Yep.
So I mean,
Big Al Morris. Those were the days.
I miss the Butler.
Yeah, but gotta say goodbye to those.
Gotta say goodbye to the past.
Yeah, gotta say goodbye to the past. And then you look at this wide receiver situation. Paul Richardson's proven he's not the answer.
Right.
You're going to have to get somebody across from Terry McLaurin.
Can we just pause for a moment and just say thank football Jesus for Terry McLaurin?
Yes, we can. We can.
Thank you, football Jesus, for Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, but I wish we had a little bit more. Can we get a win? Like, it's gotten to it. You know how pathetic the Redskins are now? I was talking to one of my buddy that I do the games with, the high school games. I told him, I said, your Steelers, they aren't looking too good this year, right? He's like, man, I just want to win a game. I said, I looked at him and I laughed. I said, I just hope my team can score a touchdown. That's where we are. This
really
is where we are as a franchise. Like,
as a fan base.
Yeah, like that's where we are. The fact that we gotta hope and pray that this team gets into the end zone. Oh, the Rams are up 10-0 on the Bears. They missed 2 kicks. Okay. Bears suck. Didn't suck on Monday night in week 3, though, baby boys.
They did not.
They did not. They basically played Case Keenum out of a job for 2.5 seconds.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the people that are having the most fun with this, Jay Gruden, he's having. Oh,
Jay Gruden is like sitting at his.
He's blazing it up. Found that young girl that he was with, and they're probably in Richmond. He found, and like this, and this is the cheap baby back bull crap that the Redskins do all the doggone time. Somebody leaked that video. Like, it's like somebody leaked that video. That's like when people say, like, I didn't know we don't know anything about that. Come on now, we don't. It's like, don't lie. It's like we know the Clintons killed Jeffrey Epstein. Like, come on now, like, don't lie to us. Or somebody killed him. I don't know who it was, but
yeah, that's right. Take that back, right?
Like, yeah, like we know, like, what? Like, oh, it's just ironic that this comes out the 2 days before we play the Patriots, and then Jay gets fired on Monday night. And then the even worse thing was they knew they were going to fire him on Sunday. They were like, but we're going to wait till you come in at 5 a.m. You still got to come in the Redskin part. That's just trifling.
They asked Bill Callahan that night. Sunday night, they asked Bill Callahan, hey, do you want the job for the rest of this year?
Like, it's like,
did you guys fire Jay? In the morning.
Like, it's the stuff about doing the right thing. If you're going to fire him, I don't have a problem. If you fire him, you fire him, whatever. Do it the right way. There's a right way. There's a grace and dignity to do things. There is, and the Redskins have yet to figure that out. It's under Dan Snyder. They cannot do anything right.
No, they cannot.
They cannot. They just can't. Like, it's like they're allergic to it.
Yeah, like, again, we're pretty karma respectable people. When we respect karma, you and I.
Yeah.
We don't want any bad karma.
No.
Saying that, can Dan Snyder just keel over and Tanya just take over ownership and do whatever? And
oh, well, she'd probably be best friends with Bruce then.
I doubt that.
Oh, Lord. Like, you got to think. He talks about...
She'll probably sell the team. Thank God. So, like, this is the worst memories of my life.
Lord have mercy.
She had to listen to friggin' however hundreds of thousands of Redskins fans there are. Millions, I'm not sure. But she had to listen to millions of Redskins fans every single year call her husband a bitch.
Which he is.
He is. She probably knows it. But
yeah.
She's still got to stick by her man.
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily. She's got to get
But she probably
gets half.
She probably
hope
has
she
a
didn't sign
prenup. So I mean,
I hope she better get half.
Yeah.
She gonna be looking like Mrs. Ford up there for the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Mrs. Ford, like she don't smile. That woman don't smile or nothing.
I'm pretty sure
like,
Mrs. Ford died 6 years ago.
Yeah, but nobody told her yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, Mrs. Ford, she just like.
She's probably still thinking about when little Henry made the first car.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but it's gonna get worse. It can't get worse, can it? Can it? Can it get worse?
Not really. I mean, we've already only won one game that was barely a win.
One game by 1 point.
By 1 point on a dropped 2-point conversion.
My gosh. And it don't get next year. It doesn't get any better because next year you're playing what? The AFC North.
AFC North, and you're gonna have
at
NFC
Pittsburgh
West?
and at Cincinnati. No, not at Cincinnati. At Cleveland, and then. Yeah, I think you're right about that. Yeah, so it'll be the West. So you're going to welcome Seattle, and you're going to welcome.
Yeah, because we had South last year. We have North this. Yeah, West next year. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're probably gonna have to go out to Seattle.
Seattle, you're gonna no. Seattle will come here, and then
you'll have to go out to San Francisco.
Yeah, you go out to San Francisco, and so Seattle
and
LA
probably LA.
Yeah. No, LA will come.
No, they might just do them a favor with the schedule on them and have them back-to-back road games, LA and San Francisco.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, Seattle and LA will come out here, and then they'll go out to Arizona and San Francisco. Yeah, that's how that'll go.
Yeah.
Because they play back in 2017. So San Francisco was at Washington.
Yeah, 17 Arizona came. San Francisco
and Arizona. Yeah, so it'll be that.
Yeah, you're right.
I know. No, Dunbar did play today.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, Dunbar played.
I watched the entire game. I didn't hear his name.
I didn't hear his name once.
He goes, no news is good news?
I guess. What in the hell, man? I can't believe it. That's how bad it was. Yeah, but, you know. Oh, gosh. This is because Tim Settle didn't play. Vernon was inactive. Pierce Bacher was inactive. Chris Thompson, DeShays Everett, Colt McCoy, Paul Richardson. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just awful.
Terrible.
Yeah, we're terrible, Kenny. Terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah. But you know what? Tomorrow's a new day. And
it
hopefully
is.
And it'll be the same old Redskins.
But they will be.
We'll be here down the stretch though.
We will.
Yeah. So
now
it's good to be.
Now we got this logistic thing figured out.
Yes.
Thanks, YouTube.
Thank you. No, thank you, Skins fan all day for this because he was the one who found this, and I was like, well, I need to pick it back up off that. And you know, I told him
I was sarcastically thinking YouTube for or Google really.
Oh yeah. Hey, well, this is better than Hangouts, to be honest with you.
Yeah, we haven't really had any issues. So
no, we haven't had any issues so far, and this goes right into YouTube. So I mean, hey, we'll keep on using it, and and have a good old time with it, I guess. But any final thoughts before we release everybody back to the masses?
No. I'm gonna start work on mock drafts soon. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
We're on the pathway to 500. We've got 10 more or something to go to 500. So help us out.
All right, 10 to go, y'all.
Yeah, we got 10 more to go, and then from there we're gonna go to 500, and hopefully get that 1,000. We just need to get that 1,000 there. We get that, then we can go live. All
there
the time.
We go.
We just go mobilely live on the road. Yeah.
I do want to say congratulations to the Washington Nationals on winning the World Series.
Yes, that's true. Yes. Yes, the Washington
The Washington
baseball team.
Mystics
Yes, the
for
Washington
winning the
female
WNBA.
basketball team. Yeah. Yeah, I did. That
And
was.
RIP Washington Valor.
Oh, they're done? Oh.
The AFL folded.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure they folded. I know they told like they had 6 teams total. I think they told like at least 5 of them go F themselves, including the Valor. So
it probably was the Valor and the Brigade because they're both owned by Alliances. So
yeah, contend Alliances by the Redskins.
Yeah, that would be nice. Go DC Defenders coming in February to
that's the MLS team, right? Or XFL, right? Yeah.
Yeah, XFL. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So the DC Defenders will be there at Audi Field this year, or Audi, however y'all say it. They'll be out there where the DC United play, or no, it's not the DC United. It's just DC United. So where DC United play, like soccer just doesn't jive for me well. But either way, yeah, we still got football. We got football. We got football on a football field coming in February, so that'll be fun.
That's right.
So in the Capitals, they're the best team in the Metropolitan right now. So I guess somebody's got to suck, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's got to suck.
Somebody's got to suck.
Therefore, so why can't it be the Wizards?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm a Warriors fan anyway, so it doesn't really. Warriors fans.
Yeah, your Warriors are god awful.
Oh, we're god awful this year. It's not because Durant left either. It's because we didn't have Clay. Really, is what it was.
Yeah. Or Clay.
Steph
broke his hand.
Steph broke his damn hand.
Yeah.
Draymond still looks like Black Jason Voorhees.
There you go. So, hey, and then you got Kawhi down there. He's still on PTO, as Shannon Sharp would say. He's only going to play against the Lakers and in the playoffs this year. So,
yeah.
Oh my God, I hate the NBA sometimes, but I do. I rather watch college basketball, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I haven't found a team yet, so it is what it is. But yeah, the Redskins are awful. It's the same thing. We go through this dog and pony show now. 1-9, about to be 1-10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then the season will be over.
Who do we play next week?
We play Detroit.
Oh, sorry, Detroit.
Detroit, here's a fun fact.
And then we still have to play Green Bay this year too.
Yeah, at Green Bay after Carolina.
After Carolina. So it's Detroit, Carolina, Green Bay is the next 3 games.
And you got to think about it. The Redskins.
That's the last 3 games.
The Redskins have been blown
Giants, Eagles, and Dallas, I think.
So we'll go 0-6 in the division.
Yes, we will.
That'd be fun. You go 0-4 in the NFC North.
The only more fun this way this can be is if somehow the Bengals F up the way the Dolphins did and they win a couple games.
Well, the Dolphins and the Bengals play each other here in the coming weeks, in like the next 3 or 4 weeks.
I can only hope the Bengals just F around and they just they win a couple games, so that way we can have the number 1 pick.
Oh my gosh!
And just see what kind of chaos is going to ensue when Bruce Allen drafts a freaking kicker at number 1 overall.
Oh God! Well, he was on the Raiders when they drafted Janikowski back in 2000? Probably. Yeah, because Gruden was the coach.
I think so.
Yeah, because Gruden was the coach then. So
I think he was on the Raiders. Yeah.
The Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
Go Las Vegas. The Oakland Raiders of Las Vegas.
That's right.
Or they're the Las Vegas. No, they're the Las Vegas Raiders right now of Oakland. So
yes, they are. It's like they still have the Inglewood Chargers, who are also a dumpster. Well, not the Chargers are a dumpster fire. They are, but Phil Rivers is god awful.
Yeah, he's old. Poor Phil is just. I think he's getting over the hill. Like he just looks like he's forcing balls, and he looks like an old man throwing it. I think his time is.
Yeah, I have a coworker who's the commissioner of our fantasy league at work, and unfortunately he's a Dallas fan, but otherwise he's a really good guy. But
I see what you did there.
Thanks. And we were just talking about they played Monday night or Sunday night? I can't remember which.
The one with Pittsburgh.
It might have been the last Chargers game. Whatever the last Chargers game was. Yeah, it was a Thursday night against Pittsburgh. You're right. No,
it's Sunday. No.
It was Sunday night against Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Yeah. When all those Steelers fans were there.
Yeah, and just we were he was on lunch break and I was in the office and we were watching it on TV and we just couldn't believe how god awful Philip Rivers is.
Oh yeah, that brother is bad. I think
it's like he lost the last bit of like any kind of NFL talent with the last kid he pumped out.
Yeah, it's all that super sperm is gone now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it is, He's
what sterile now.
Yeah, probably. It's like what the Chisel Donnas call him, no pull out poppy. Yeah. So, and him and Kirk family member, they can go to the family barbecue together. Phil Rivers got his own football. He's got his own offensive squad.
Yeah, he does.
Yes. And 2 position coaches, probably 3 position coaches with his wife. You think about that? Like they got a lot of kids. Let me see.
I think they have 8. I think they have as many kids as Antonio Cromartie does.
God.
Yeah, that's a lot.
God. Oh, you mean as many baby mamas as Antonio Cromartie has?
Same thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh God. They're gonna have just like a big old Antonio Cromartie family reunion. It's the Cromartie kid family reunion.
They have family reunions together, and they have
everybody gets their check.
Oh God!
Everybody gets their check. Oh God! The child support checks.
That's right.
They're coming. The accountant's cutting them for you, mamas. Oh God! They're cutting the checks for you, mom. Oh God!
So that's good. Go play corner with your brother.
Yep. Which one? Oh God, I'm horrible. I'm a terrible man.
I think it ended on that.
Yes, we should end it on that.
As we always say here, what do we say, Core?
Oh, we say love, peace, and hail, and we'll be talking to you real soon. We're out, boys and girls.
Later.